Hello everyone. I will talk about what I'm doing at the Gendarmerie Nationale since the master. So first, who I am. So I graduated at Ecole Polytechnique. Then I chose to go in the army, and I command a police unit nearby Toulouse at l'Union at Garonne. Then the Gendarmerie headquarters contacted me because they wanted to create a data lab in the Gendarmerie, and they were looking for someone who has a technical background but also has been on the field. So I will explain why I choose to study at CentraleSupélec for the Master of Science. And then it has been 3 years. For 3 years I've been developing AI and mostly developing operational research algorithm in the data lab. And now I'm chief of the data lab. So why did I choose to follow the Master of Science? So as I told you, I have been trying to catch bad guys during 3 years. So my mathematical foundations was not good enough to just go there in the data lab, and I choose the Master of Science in AI among every other possibilities that were on the market at this time, because it is trained by a very serious school. It has in-depth courses and it covers a large range of topics, and that was very important for me because now I am doing NLP operational research. We begin to do some computer vision, so I was not able to choose a too much specialized master. So just for people who do not know how we work in French, because in France it's complicated. So we have 2 law enforcement agencies, so Police Nationale and Gendarmerie Nationale. But we have 1 IT department, which is STSI carré, so Service des Technologies des Systèmes d'Information de la Sécurité Intérieure, but I will not translate that. And inside this IT department, we have 1 data lab. And so my mission is to develop an innovative solution for homeland security based on in-house data and artificial intelligence. And for that, now I have a team of 8 people, 3 officers that have a profile like me, 3 experts that have like already a PhD in data science or have worked on a startup or stuff like that, and 2 non-commissioned officers that are full-stack developers. So yeah, we'll go very quickly on this slide. What I want to tell you is that we are trying to act like a startup in a public administration. This is hard because by definition a public administration is what we call the bureaucracy, and trying to have agile development is an ongoing challenge. And what we are doing, we are doing a lot of operational research, as I told you, to find an optimal solution to complex problems. We are working a lot on natural language processing, and we do also some machine learning stuff. And now I want to just give you an insight of some projects we are doing to be more concrete. So this is an operational research problem. So you have 3,000 police unit station in France, and a police unit, it's like 40 people, and each month the chief of this police unit must do the planning, and it takes him like 1 or 2 or 3 days to make the planning, because you have a lot of constraints. You have to take into account operational constraints, what people under your order want, stuff like that. And so we built the tool which use OR tools, which is a framework, an open source framework developed by Google, which allows us to tackle this problem using an optimization constraint algorithm. And now we can produce, once it is parameter, a planning in less than 1 minute. And now this algorithm is in production, so it is used by almost now 1,000 people on the field. So this is a nice project for us. But we are also working on a natural language process. So here the issue is that when a police officer take a complaint, or he has to to choose the correct offense. So, for instance, a correct offense is violence against depository of public authority, and you have currently 6,000 different possible offense that you can that you have to handle with. And again, every week you have a new law coming, a new offense that can be that must be taken into account. And for now, police officer has no tool to choose the right offense. So what we did is that we fine-tuned a transformer model to basically try to predict what is the correct offense based on a short description of what happened. And we were able to do that because we have a lot of data in the Gendarmerie, and in this project we have 2 million labeled samples, which is nice, and a labeled sentence being like one operational mode and a correct offense. So this project, for instance, it has been testing during 2 months by 200 police officers. They are very happy about that. And now my goal is to put it in production, and it is a bit hard to scale with such system because for now, for instance, we have some GPU to train the model, but we don't have a GPU to do inference in production. So I have to take into account such control. And the last project, which is, I think, really funny to try to tackle, it's a graph optimization. So here's the deal. You have a hold-up coming, or some burglary, and you want to catch a bad guy. And what you have into your information system is the position of every patrol on the field. And you must be very quick because to catch the bad guy because before he flew away. So basically, you have just a few minutes to take a decision. The decision being to make an order and say, okay, patrol A, you go to point A, patrol B, you go to point B, etc. So the aim of this algorithm is to be able, in less than 1 minute, produce an optimization, a plan that is that optimize the probability to catch the bad guys. So for now, we are working on that with operational research techniques, and currently we have an ongoing intern working on some with reinforcement learning stuff for that. And just to conclude, because I do some publicity here. So we are 8, we must be 16 next year, so I recruit a lot. We will have a first PhD students next year, so I agree, CIFRE is very hard to put. Now we have COFRA in administration, it's even worse. But we can manage to do that. We are doing a PhD student with Vassila, some of you may know, because she wants our teacher in MSc AI in agent simulation. And yeah, we are looking for NLP expert, operational research engineer, and stuff like that. So that's it.